This week's vlog is all about monetization. I want to talk about website monetization specifically. So normally when people are thinking about monetization or how to generate revenue from a website, their first thought is, well, you have to create a website and get millions of visitors, thousands and thousands of visitors, and then simply put ads like with Google AdWords or however you want to run banner ads on your site and then get paid to do that. And that's totally a method, a model that works for monetization. It's a way to generate revenue. The key is now is that the internet's saturated. There's websites upon websites upon websites about every subject matter that exists out there. So it's difficult to break through. It's difficult to create a website that's going to get top ranking in Google, even if you have optimal, perfect technical SEO and on-page SEO. It's difficult to be surfacing at the top. It's doable, but it's difficult. You need a good, solid investment to build a content platform. And I don't. If you have the idea and that there's a niche and where there's not much competition, there's still potential. So don't disregard it. Definitely do keyword research to see what's going on and how many searches are happening on a monthly basis for your subject of choice. And then also do a competition analysis. How many websites are out there. I've created websites. A good example is this tattoo shop directory I created a few years ago. It took me 3 hours to set it up one night. I was just testing, and my site ranks better than 90% of the tattoo shops that are listed on it. So there's still a lot of opportunity to build content driven websites that can acquire good search traffic. And with all that being said, you don't need to have millions of visitors or even millions of searches per month for your niche to create a content website that can be monetized with ads. Because if you're in such a specific niche and it's so granular and you're looking at such an expensive or a hard to obtain audience, they can be really valuable. So don't disregard your idea if it only has 50 searches per month, because if you can attract all those 50 searches per month, that's probably valuable to some sort of company that could sell them something. But then on the flip side, and where I do a lot of my work and where I've done a lot of my work, and I think years ago when I was worked for a grocery retailer, I had the opportunity to build a digital shopper marketing program, which is essentially monetizing the digital ecosystem through vendors. But doing a lot of work in this space, what every business has an opportunity to monetize their website. Every single business that exists out there can monetize their website. There's, whether it's monetization with actual revenue or it's monetization with partnerships and working things into strategic deals. So, for a marketing agency, you can monetize your website by, when a client comes on, you can provide them with this additional reach through your digital ecosystem as a part of them signing on to you as a client. On the flip side, if you're more of a retailer, brick and mortar, or online even website, e-commerce, I should say, there's still opportunities to monetize, and not in the traditional banner advertisement sense. You can actually build partnerships and strategically monetize your website through a number of different ways. But a good example is, let's say you run a mechanic shop. So you're in Vancouver. This is just an example to give you an idea of how I think through these things. So let's say you're a mechanic, and I am doing this off the top of my head. You're a mechanic shop in Vancouver. You do everything. You're full service mechanic for regular automobiles, cars, but you've partnered with this new oil filter company. Let's just say as an example. So this new oil filter companies come onto the market. You're only going to use their oil filters, or they're going to be your recommended oil filters. So they approach you because they need to get into new markets about how you can partner. Well, what you can do is you can start bringing when you talk to them about partnership, you can start bringing their content and their brand into your brand on your website and sell them that, whether it's for a discounted price of those oil filters at your B2B cost, at your wholesale cost, or it's charging them revenue. There's an opportunity there. Hey, like, yes, I'll partner with you, but let's work this into the deal so it's better for my bottom line. And to me, that's monetization. As long as you're using your website to increase your profit or financial. Camera turned off there. I'm still learning this thing. Cool. Or what I was so where I was going with that is or financially drive actual revenue for your business. You're monetizing your website. The next level is monetizing your digital ecosystem in its entirety and utilizing your social audiences to provide advertising sources for vendors and things like that. But that all can tie into your website as well. But I think the kind of the gist of what I'm getting at now that I'm a little thrown off with the camera, but I don't want to redo this because I love doing it organic, is that there's a technical side to it, there's a strategic side to it, and then there's the entire building the model yourself. So of course on the technical side, you have to figure out where those banners or that creative ability to insert branding throughout your website is doable without deteriorating your brand and your website's workflow, or essentially user flow, to generate leads for you. But then there's also coming up with the strategic, how does this work? Why is this great for businesses? But there's a huge opportunity out there right now for brick and mortar, especially. Not a lot of small to medium businesses are even thinking about potentially monetizing their website in some fashion to partner with vendors. Big opportunity. So it's definitely something to look at. As always, I get a lot of messages on LinkedIn after I put these out. Shoot me a message if you have a question. We can chat through it. I love talking shop.